Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I want to welcome you once again to the Lenny Robbins YouTube channel. Watch what they do. Getting to know your politics is very important, and we want to do that because we want to create a better understanding for all Jamaicans at home and abroad. Now, I want to jump right back on something because it has really starting to get me worried, seriously worried, because I know our politics is degenerating to the gutter real fast. And I noticed on YouTube, I just want to use this opportunity then to give a shout out to all the bloggers on YouTube who are posting on political issues on YouTube and giving their comment and whatever. I want to say to you all that, oh yes, continue to do what you're doing. Continue to doing what you're doing, because it's going to take, no one man can solve this problem. So we need everybody. No one man is going to know everything. So we need your input. We need every political bloggers and bloggers input on YouTube, Jamaican politics that is. We need you all to get your opinion out there and whatever information you have. That's great. But what I noticed that is absent from a lot of our blogging and most people, what I noticed absent is that all I'm seeing so far that people, bloggers are cursing out JLP, bloggers are cursing out PMP. PMP is this, JLP is that, PMP is that, Andrew Holness is that, Andrew Holness administration is the most corrupt administration in the world. Mark Golden is a liar, especially his recent thing about birth certificate and all of these things. And all of that is true. But I'd like a vlogger or a blogger to jump on my platform and tell me exactly, just in the comment column, tell me what solutions you have put forward to stop this JLP administration in their corrupted tracks. What solutions are to stop the next administration that comes into power from going down the same track? The point I'm trying to raise here is not that we need to understand. And if Power 106, I want to appeal, jump right out here and say this to Power 106. If you all have those Muddy Perkins tape from way back when, sir, I'm sure you can find it to play. The Muddy Perkins has been explaining to us, and has explained to us during his time on the radio, that the political corruption we're having in Jamaica started from when we got our independence. Notice carefully, ladies and gentlemen, our independence did not include we the people. We are the outliers to our independence. It gave us no autonomy, it gave us no right, no power. There's nothing we can do about our independence. It's all in the hands of the politicians. And as Mr. Perkins stated, during the time they were putting all the documentation together and everything, and to sign off and everything and all of that, when the question was asked, who should we give the power to? Where should we place power? It was David Core who answered the question. You should have that tape there, Power 106. It was David Core who gave the answer, to give it to the judiciary. We place it in the hands of the politicians. So you and I, the people, only left with one thing as outliers. We are not a part of Jamaica's political process. We are not a part of the process. We can only vote out the JLP, vote in the PMP, vote out the PMP, vote in the JLP. That makes us useful idiots. Right there and then, because we do not have a say in what is happening politically as people, our politicians of the day can say what they want to say, promise what they want to promise, and do what they want to do. One gentleman was on the radio, I think his name is Carlos something or another, he's a blogger, and he said it loud and clear. Sorry, Carlos, but I have to mention your issue about your buddy. That Andrew Holness is a man who promised and never deliver. Andrew Holness is a liar and just the most corrupt man. But that it is written and is known that our political memory is just a 9-day thing. Most of us in Jamaica don't remember politics, nothing about politics after 9 days. And Carlos read something about Andrew Holness from the Gleaner. And he said, boy, you said it and you did it and you never deliver, and you're a liar and you're this. That is true. But in all honesty, Carlos, how long has that been going on? How long has that been going on? I remember one famous minister whose moniker was I love poor people, made a promise. But at X time, every child in primary school would have a laptop. Where did that promise go? Politicians are liars. And they have a free rein to corrupt, to be corrupted. Because there's no rein and no checks and balances on what they do or what they say. Notice the system of government we have. So will we continue to browbeat in the fact that PMP is corrupt, JLP is corrupt, and all these politicians and governing administration are corrupted? That is good. But where's the solution to that? Because that's what's going to help us in the real way. Solutions. Solutions. We are the people, the useful idiots. We now need to wake up and realize and let the politicians know, our governments know, that we are no longer useful idiots here. We're not the yo-yo for you no more. We're not your puppet on a string no more. We are the people. We are the ones who suffer. We are the people while you're there. So here's the thing. We need to have a recall on the election. We need to have things on the ballot. Put other things on the ballot where we can vote for it. Especially like what I just mentioned. We need a recall to be on the ballot. So the nation is going to vote. So when you go to your poll to vote, it's a JLP, PMP, recall, yes or no. So whether you vote for your PMP, you vote for your PMP minister, and I'm named recall your ticket, yes or no. Same on the JLP side. We have to give politicians something else to think about. So if they're not performing, then we can have a recall. And if we meet the criteria for the recall, we can meet the criteria for that recall, and we met it, we can submit to whoever. Whether the Service Commission or the Constitutional Court or both of them together. And then they agree on it, sign it off, send it to Governor General, who remove the government in power, bring in the next government. Or there's an opportunity for a coalition. They come together. For example, let us look at this. How the debate process laid out in Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 21st century. And if we're not thinking as 21st people, are thinking smarter and far and outside of the box than what we used to think in 1960s and 70s and 80s, we are not doing anything to ourselves. The governing party presents their budget. They create their budget. And they present it. The opposition duty is to respond to the budget. Now the opposition has a responsibility to themselves, and so the JLP, the presenter of the budget. The opposition is not going to agree favorably with the presenting party, or the party who presents the budget. No. Their job is to make the opposition party seems out of touch, misleading the nation, and not being truthful, and corrupt. That's the opposition responsibility. Because if the opposition agrees with what the governing party is saying, who presented the budget, then all they need to do is walk across the aisle and join them. And just form the coalition there. But they're not going to do that because the system was not set up that way for the politics to operate. That's not the way it operates. It is operated to be adversarial. It is set up to be an adversarial one. Me versus you, JLP versus PMP. We, the voters, becomes what we call the useful idiots. Because that's all we can do. Vote. So if that's all we can do, it is now our responsibility. Bloggers, and I'd like you to jump on board with this. And if I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong. I think we need to come together and form a little association for ourselves as bloggers and throw in some ideas together. Throw ideas in together in our pool, and people, we can break it down and see what is what. You understand? And have something else on the budget, on the ballot. Put other items on the budget that is affecting us. We can put things on the budget and the ballot that is affecting us, and we vote for it. Because I'm sure whether that person a PMP or not, or JLP or not, good thing that's going to make their lives better is something they will definitely support. Doesn't matter which party you belong to. So I'll say this and I'll ever say it. If either the JLP or the PNP were ever interested in making Jamaica a better place, that would have happened long ago. We would be a better country long ago. So we can't leave everything to them. It's very evident. And bloggers, I just want to use my opportunity, my platform to appeal to everyone. I'm not here to call names, I'm not here to point fingers, I'm not here to do anything. But we see and we know and recognize what is happening. You understand? I just want to call out to you guys, give a shout out to you guys, continue to do what you're doing, but also you have to start to put forward solutions. Don't just cuss PMP and JLP and talk, and because all that I'm seeing is a lot of sensationalism around what is posted and what is presented on YouTube. You understand? Andrew Wallen is corrupt, Mark Wallen a liar, this one do that, that one do that, this one do all sort of things. That is great. But where's the solution in all of that? Where is the solution to our problem? Because the system was created to be corrupted from the very day we got our independence in 1962. And 62 years later, we are saying this is the most corrupt government. So therefore, it has been getting worse along the line. So who is going to change it? The very politicians we're talking about? No, we can't. And we need to stop and think carefully. Andrew Holness does not own the JLP party. Andrew Holness does not own the administration, is administration. Mark Golden does not own the PNP party, and he does not own the PNP membership. None of them own the party. None of them. We the people own the party. We the people own the party. And notice, neither party is willing to allow a third party to be formed in Jamaica. None of them is willing to allow that to happen. It's going to be like climbing Mount Everest without any equipment to form a third party in Jamaica. But what they can't stop us, the people, from doing is to get things that are important to us on the ballot. So when we vote, we're not just voting for, let me say, all right, famous name, Warmington. I'm not voting for Warmington alone. There are other things on the ballot that I'm voting for that Warmington must do, and his party must do, or the PNP must do, or Mikhail Phillips must do. Let me throw some names out there. That's the way we have to construct our and reconstruct our politics now. That's the kind of understanding we want, because that's the only way we are going to see some improvement in political performance. And that's one of the steps towards reducing corruption in our country, political corruption. Because the corruption really, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just politics alone. It's in the church, it's in the police force, it's in everywhere. Right across the nation, there's corruption. And it's not a good sign if we, the people, don't intend to change it. Because who are the people who are really carrying out the corruption? You think they're going to change? As long as they're benefiting from it, they won't. They're not going to do anything about it. It's for us to do. I just want to use this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, because it is really getting worse in Jamaica. It's getting worse. I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to call names. I'm not here to point finger. Because yes, Andrew Holness may be the most corrupt government, and his administration may be the most corrupt government we have ever seen or experienced in Jamaica. But how do we stop that corruption? How do we prevent the next administration from going down that track, that same road? How do we do these things? Where are the solutions to that? What do we need to put in place? That is my concern. My concern is not Andrew Holness, is not corruption, because the system is there to allow them to strive on corruption. Both political parties, and both of them have been corrupted. None of them can brag, say, I'm better than you, I'm less corrupted than you. None of them. In reality, let us be frank, let us be honest about it. None of them can brag about that. They're all the same, corrupted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lennie Robbins YouTube channel, Know Your Politics. I'm just here to try to create a better understanding for people. Like I said, in my very first video I posted, this is not about pointing fingers or calling names. This is about recognizing what is happening, creating a better understanding so we can recognize what is happening, and we can know what to do to help to correct the situation. Because there's no point in me saying, oh, the government needs to go. Yes, that may be so. But then when the next administration comes in and they go down the same corrupt road, what are we going to say? They need to go too? That makes us just useful leaders for them. I want to give a big shout out to Brother Light from the Anti-Corruption Committee. You said some time ago, sir, an article was published in the Gleaner for you about, I think it was before the last parish council election, where you made a statement that we should not go to the polls. We should abstain from voting. And I disagreed with you. I stand here to correct myself, Brother Light, because in truth and in fact, you were right and you are wrong. I choose that then to prove you that you're wrong. But I'm also saying to you now that you're right. Because by not going to the polls, it also send a message to them. And that will bring international attention to Jamaica. That will bring international attention to the democracy that we have here in Jamaica. So I stand to correct myself, Brother Light. You are right, but you're wrong. Because I said abstaining from voting. If we don't go to the polls, then we keep the party in power. But on the other hand, it also brings an attention to them that they won't be able to bear or survive unless they definitely change courses or change course from what they're doing and start to act to make this place a better place, make the lives improve on the lives of people. Jamaica is a beautiful place. We're not short on ideas, we're not short on anything. Very, very, a lot of intelligent people still in Jamaica. And we're not short on that. So it is for us to really start to look at what politicians do. Like I said on my platform, my moniker, watch what they do. Not only listen, we must now start to watch because it is our life that is going down the drain, not their lives. Not Andrew Holness' life. Andrew Holness could be the most corrupt person there is. Mark Golding could be the most lioness person there is. His life is not going down the drain. He's getting his salary as the leader of the PMP. Andrew Holness is getting his salary as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You understand? Everybody's vying to be Prime Minister because when they retire, we know the pension they retire with. We don't need to highlight this or even address this or talk about this. We all know what happens. That was created by PJ Party. Did anybody say anything about it? No. Because everybody who's vying for PMP and leadership of the party is going to suffer. So that alone again feeds into the whole narrative of corruption in the country. For one party to call the other lying, for one party to say the country is misleading and that one is better and we better than you. All these crap feed into it, ladies and gentlemen, because let us forget the money issue of the politics, the financial issue of the politics, the financial reward, the financial benefits. These are things that also feed into it because when people do something, they do something because of opportunity and benefits. They do something up because of the opportunity, existing opportunity, and the benefit it brings. So we have to also take everything in the pot and look at what the opportunities these guys have to be corrupted. So I just want to ask and make a plea to all Jamaicans here and abroad. It's so funny that the diaspora itself is kind of getting into a little shamble right now. To me, they have actually lost their purpose, they have lost their direction, they have lost their focus. And I know it was a stronger, more political organization long ago. Because one issue that I do believe they should be the leader on right now, they should be the leader on this, should be on the forefront of this, and this should be a battle cry for them for years ago. Even from when that minister had to cancel give up his U.S. citizenship just to serve in the Jamaica Parliament, just to be in the Jamaican Senate, because they have dual citizenship. And he has to give up one to serve in the other. And he has to give up the one that is outside the country so he can serve in Jamaica. Now the diaspora should be on the forefront of that to make sure that if the government of the day, whether PMP or JLP, is asking people in the diaspora to invest in the country, from a socio-economic standpoint, you want us to invest in the country. Why can't we, as people from the diaspora, be involved in politics in Jamaica? Why can't we serve as politicians in Jamaica? That is something they can discuss with the U.S. government here and find out how that will affect citizenship. If the U.S. will ask the man to give up his citizenship, which I doubt the U.S. will do, because if you're working in Jamaica as a citizen, you can have your money. You have to pay your taxes here as a citizen in the U.S. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole lot I can talk about, but I really don't want to, discombobulate your mind with too long an argument or too long a presentation. I just want to appeal to you again and say, guys, this is the Lennie Robbins YouTube show, Know Your Politics. It's all about creating a better understanding, and we can do that carefully now by not only just listening to what they do, what they say, but watch what they do. And I'll say this again, watch what they do. Lennie Robbins YouTube show. Bloggers, enough love to you guys. Vloggers, enough love to you guys. But we have to start to find solution, not just sensationalism. Solutions. Watch what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, Lennie Robbins, YouTube. Over and out. See you next time. Thank you.